Have you ever wished your home could just adapt as your life changes? One year you desperately need a nursery, the next it's got to be a home office, and maybe down the road you'd love a hobby room. Well, today we're diving into a design choice that makes all that possible. The Flex Room. It's really the key to a house that grows with you, and believe me, it's a serious asset when it comes to long-term value. So let's get into it and see how you can build a home that's ready for literally anything.
All right, here's our game plan. We'll kick things off talking about why adaptable homes are such a big deal right now. Then, we'll nail down exactly what a flex room is and, just as importantly, what it isn't. From there, we'll brainstorm all the possibilities, see how it actually boosts your home's value, and finally, I'll share some pro tips on how to design one that's built to last. So let's set the stage a little. The way we live, it's completely changed. These days, we expect every single square inch of our house to pull its weight. A static floor plan, with rooms that only do one thing, that just doesn't cut it anymore. We really need our homes to be as dynamic as our lives are.
So I want you to think about this for a sec. You land a new remote job. Maybe your parents come to stay for a few months. Or you pick up a new, kind of messy hobby. Does your current home have a space that can transform to meet those new needs without a massive, expensive renovation? For a lot of us, the answer is probably no.
And that brings us right to the solution. This is one of the top features people are asking for in new home blueprints, and for a really good reason. It's the answer to a home you might otherwise outgrow. It's called the Flex Room.
So what exactly is it? Well, to put it simply, a flex room is a finished, multi-purpose area. The best way to think about it is like a choose-your-own-adventure space in your house. A kitchen is for cooking, right? A bedroom is for sleeping. But a flex room, it's intentionally built to be a blank slate, ready to become whatever you need it to be, whenever you need it.
Okay, what's really fascinating here is how these specific design choices create that flexibility. They're often located right off the foyer, which is perfect for a home office, because you don't want clients trekking through your whole house. They're usually built without a closet, which, surprise, gives you way more usable floor space, and prevents it from being legally boxed in as just a bedroom. And things like French doors or barn doors, they can make the space feel both private when you need it and open when you don't. So this is a question builders get all the time. Does it count as a bedroom? And the short answer is, usually not. See, for a room to be legally listed as a bedroom when you sell, it typically needs two things: a closet and an egress window. That's a window big enough to climb out of in an emergency. A flex room often has neither of those, but as we're about to see, that doesn't hurt its value one bit.
All right, this is where the fun really begins. By not locking the room into one single function, you open up this whole world of possibilities. Let's run through some of the most popular uses for this incredibly versatile space.
With more of us working from home than ever before, the home office is probably the #1 use right now. A flex room gives you that quiet, dedicated spot with a door that actually shuts, and that creates a really crucial separation between your work life and your family life.
We're also seeing a huge rise in multi-generational living. A flex room on the main floor can be the perfect sitting room, or even a small bedroom for an aging parent who has trouble with stairs. It gives them their privacy while keeping them right there in the heart of the home.
And for anyone with a real passion, a flex room is an absolute game changer. It can be a dedicated space for organizing fishing gear, a crafting studio, a sewing room, or even a quiet library. The point is, it keeps your hobbies, and all their messes, contained and out of the main living areas. Now for families, this room is amazing because it can evolve right alongside your children. It might start as a nursery, then become a playroom, a place to contain the chaos of all those toys. But as they get older, it transitions beautifully into a quiet homework station or a Zoom room for online classes, far away from the TV's distractions. And of course, there's health and wellness. A flex room makes for an ideal home gym. And when you plan it from the start, you can even install reinforced flooring to handle heavy weights. That way your treadmill doesn't just become a really expensive clothes hanger in the corner of your bedroom.
So, we've gone over all the great lifestyle benefits, but let's talk about the money. How exactly does this one room add significant long-term value to your home? Well, the answer really lies in its appeal to future buyers.
Now, this is the critical point. Because the room isn't labeled, it becomes a blank canvas for anyone looking to buy your house. A young couple sees a future nursery. A professional sees the perfect home office. A retired couple sees a space for their grandkids to play. You're not just selling them a room, you're selling them possibilities, which makes your home attractive to a much, much wider audience.
And this gets to a key financial point. Even if it doesn't count as a legal bedroom, an appraiser still counts it as finished living space. That extra, usable square footage directly contributes to the overall appraised value of your home, making it a very, very smart investment.
So if you're gonna invest in a flex room, how do you do it right? It really comes down to planning, the design, and the tech from the very beginning. We call this future-proofing, making sure the space can transition easily without needing a major overhaul down the line.
Flooring is critical. Luxury vinyl plank, or LVP, is a top-notch recommendation. It's super tough, it's waterproof, and it can handle everything from a playroom to a home gym. If you want a more high-end look, engineered hardwood is fantastic. And for those cozier uses, like a library, you can't beat carpet. Just make sure you get a quality moisture barrier CAD underneath it.
Now this right here is a real pro tip. It's the idea of overwiring. It's so much cheaper to run extra wires before the drywall ever goes up. You absolutely want outlets on every single wall so you're never limited in how you arrange furniture. A dedicated circuit is a must-have for anything high power, like a treadmill. And please, do not rely on Wi-Fi alone. A hardwired Ethernet port is essential for stable high-speed video calls.
And this quote from a builder really just sums up the whole philosophy. Keep the permanent stuff, the walls, the flooring, the lighting, neutral and simple. You can always add personality and color with furniture, rugs, and curtains. That simplicity is the absolute key to making those transitions effortless.
So, let's bring it all together. A flex room isn't just some extra room. It's a strategic investment. It gives you the day-to-day functionality that makes your life easier, and it's a powerful asset that boosts your home's appeal and its value for years and years to come. We'll end on this thought. Our lives are constantly changing, right? They're filled with all these different chapters and new needs. A home with a flex room actually acknowledges that reality. It's a space that basically says, hey, I'm ready for whatever comes next. And really, isn't that what a true home should be all about?